So this accounting is not universally loved. In fact, it's despised by many individuals. Now think about the two groups that would engage in derivatives. We have one group, the speculators. These individuals, when they're doing these kinds of investments, any kind of investments, their accounting, their standard accounting for everything, whether it's on balance sheet or it's a derivative contract like this, their balance sheets are always at fair value with changes in fair value going to earnings. So this accounting that you have here for derivatives is coincidental, well not coincidental, it aligns perfectly to the way they do their accounting anyway. You know, investment companies, broker-dealers, everything is at fair value and they recognize everything through earnings right away. So this group doesn't care about the accounting. They are largely immune to any of the, there are no ill effects to them. This is exactly what they want. So who's the other group that is also getting into these things? Well, those are people that are doing it to manage risk. Okay? So, individuals who are managing risk. Why do they not like risk? Well, they don't like risk because they don't want their financial statements bouncing around because of this risk. And what this accounting does is it makes their earnings more volatile. They're now subject to the market. The market is now affecting their earnings. Because if I have steel, or if I have even an interest rate, and I don't want to have, so maybe I had to go to and get a loan for a variable interest rate, or I'm doing a transaction in euros, and I don't want the euro US price to make my earnings go crazy, right? So what this does, say with interest rates, if I take out a loan for a variable rate interest loan, how do I account for the loan? Well, loan accounting is at amortized cost. And you learn this in the bond chapter and the liability chapter this past summer. So loan accounting is at amortized cost. Right? Derivative accounting, and I put the derivative on it to eliminate the interest rate risk or the interest rate volatility, because maybe this is a variable rate loan. I put the derivative on to maybe get rid of the variability in my interest rate to manage it. Well, that's great, and I have managed the cash flows of it, but now the derivative is at fair value with changes in fair value going through the income statement, going through the profit and loss statement. So they really do not like this accounting, because the reason why I'm putting the derivative on is likely because of something else that's going on my balance sheet and my income statement that I'm trying to eliminate the variability, but by putting on the derivative, I increase the variability because of this accounting. So for individuals or companies that are trying to manage risk, they really don't like this particular accounting. What we're going to find out is that there's a different, narrower definition of accounting that potentially diffuses or reduces this level of income statement volatility on the financial statements. And we'll talk more about that a little bit later.